All right, hello, I am Uncle Snaff, and here we go. First things first, please don't pay attention to my dirty hands. I've been working in the shop all day long. I got stains from some old grease on my hands and just can't get it off, so there's that. Not that I'm vain or anything like that. Hey, I was going to do an unboxing, but not going to do an unboxing. I got some new Mokis in, so I am absolutely tickled pink and very excited about it. And there's nothing really to unbox when you get Mokis. They're going to come in this right here. They're going to come in a done blank, or not blank. They're going to come into as a basically just a flat pick, already pre-cut and all that kind of good stuff. And then what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up putting the handles, oh good lord, like you don't have any fingernails. We're going to put the handles onto the pick, so then you'll end up with this here. So when they come to you with all the little screws, all individually wrapped in these teeny little bags, which are a huge pain in the butt. And then you get your picks actually in a container like such. So I've just got the Explorer set. That is a 12 pick set, and I am so stoked and so excited. And so what I figured I'd do is I'd just kind of give you a quick rundown on first of all, putting these handles on here and that kind of thing. So a couple little things on here. When you're putting your handles on, it is solely up to you as to how you do it. These new handles, they've got printed on here Mok-Workshops, and that's pretty awesome. I absolutely love these handles. These handles are groovy. They come in black, they come in green right now. But putting these together, let's just say, can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. But that being said, this is German engineering, guys. And so everything is absolutely 100% matched up, no problem. I mean, it just looks great. Tightens right down. And then you just go ahead and continue putting your handles together. And I mean, this is really how it works out. This is what you're going to end up doing, getting these handles together. And you just come in here, you screw them on up. And how you do it is very important. First things first, separate your screws. Take your pinning tray and separate your screws out, make it a little bit easier on you. Also, if it happened like it happened to me today, I left one of the screws in the bag and didn't realize it, and then thought I had lost a screw, or even worse yet, dropped a screw. Screws on these things are really crazy small. So here's the big thing. I spent quite a long time in the marine industry, both working on yachts. I had a 100-ton near coastal captain's license, but at the other end of it is I spent a long time detailing boats, working on yachts, and all that kind of stuff. This is not a joke. This is no joke. I have actually been hired to go on board a boat and actually take all the screws that were visible and showing and turn them the exact same direction, so all the screw heads face the exact same direction, because that's the way some of these folks can be. Now, looking at this, I thought about it, and trust me when I say I have looked at every last one of these screw heads and thought, oh man, I need to turn all these into the exact same way, because, you know, I got to keep that tradition going. No, I am not going to do that, all right? That's not going to happen. But, you know, one of the things that I did do is I made sure that all of my picks have the Mok logo sitting in the same direction. Just kept it going so it looks the same. It just a little thing that I do. It's something, you know, I don't want to say I'm anal retentive, because I don't do that, but at the same time, that's just funny. But yeah, you know, you just want your stuff to look right, look decent. So that's literally what we've done here. Let's talk a little bit about these picks. This is 301 high yield stainless steel, and man, this is the good stuff. And when we're talking about picks, I kid you not, this is it. This is the pinnacle of perfection when it comes to getting fit and finish. These guys got it done right. Mok really knows what the hell he's doing when it comes to this. It's a multi-stage polishing process that they use. I am absolutely certain that they use a multi-stage tumbling. And they probably finish it out with probably like walnut shells, crushed walnut shells, and a polishing process, which does absolutely phenomenal stuff to metals and whatnot. Just gives you the most beautiful polishes. And I know quite a bit about metals and that kind of thing. I am a knife collector, so this is actually Damascus steel, or what we call nowadays a Damascus steel. Of course, all Damascus steel is, it's just something that we've made up to try and figure out how they actually did it back in the day. But as a knife collector, and this is a very rare knife now. This is Off-Grid makes this knife, and they don't make these knives anymore. This is a collector's item. But that being said, when we talk about steel for these picks, what you get is absolutely top shelf. You're getting 301 high yield. I am not going to say that that is the absolute best steel out there. There are actually better steels out there. You can get into a 440C stainless steel, which is actually stronger. It's just really expensive and harder to get. And there are some other steels out there like an MP35 or MP35N, excuse me. I got to get my numbers right here. That's even better yet. But again, crazy, stupid, expensive. And one of the problems when you get into that kind of steel is you end up not getting as flexible in items. So you got to remember, ductility is a big deal, not just overall strength. Yes, there is stronger steels, but you have to remember we have to maintain a certain amount of ductility to it, and that also helps us in our picking. So, all that being said, 301 high yield, that's where it's at in lock picking at this moment in time, which is pretty badass. Now, this is not my first set of Moks. This is my second set. I bought a set before, and I forget which ones it was, but this time I went ahead and got the Explorer set, so I'm super stoked. 12 picks, and what I'm going to eventually do is take the pick and actually put it in a shrink wrap. This is a clear shrink wrap that I like to use. It gives me a much better grip feel. Unfortunately, you can see how boogered up these hands get. My hands don't work as well, so I need something a little bit fatter. I got great big giant hands, and then on top of it, I have problems feeling things due to wonderful things like arthritis and other good fun stuff. So actually adding this actually helps me out. So I'll be doing the same thing with these coming in the near future. But that being said, man, these are cool. Now, you do have to wait for these if you're here in the U.S. They're coming from Germany, all right? So it is German steel, and it's German manufactured, and it's going to come a long ways to get here. But there's all kinds of really cool stuff that Mok has. So if you have the chance, you definitely want to go and check them out. If you're not familiar with Mok and you're new to this, these are the guys to go see. If you really want to get down and dirty with all that kind of stuff, go see Sandman over on his channel, and he'll definitely educate you here on all the good Mok stuff. Other thing is, too, with this Explorer set, you get some turning tools with it as well. So you get the basics, the standard top of keyway, bottom of keyway turning tools with it, but also you're going to get, oops, yeah, I gotta let that one get underneath it. You're going to get these guys right here, and this is your top of keyway and your bottom of keyway, or excuse me, just the top of keyway, but this also gives you the long and short on here. And I really like, of course, they print this stuff out as to what it is. And this set, I mean, you're going to get from everything from 1 millimeter all the way on through to, well, actually it's 0.8 millimeter all the way on through to the 2 millimeter here for the Explorer set. And if you go kooky and you're really feeling crazy, then go ahead and get the extra turning tool set, and then you can get all of the turning tools. Yeah, okay, yeah, so I went a little bit crazy with my turning tools, all right? I get it. I do that from time to time. I like tools, all right, guys? So that's kind of the way it is for me. So I will have more of these. I've already got another set of 4 of those already, so that's exciting stuff. I love their tools. His tools are awesome. Now, what is going to happen here in the near future, I do have some multi-picks coming, and I'm very excited about the multi-picks, and those should be here actually really soon, so I'm hoping to do a quote-unquote unboxing of those. And I am going to compare my multi-picks with my Mokis, and I want to see what the difference is. I'll be honest with you, I hear people saying all the time online and other places that oh well, multi-pick is the best pick out there, hands down, no question. And I'm not going to say whether they're the best or not. I think these are better personally, but I've also never played with a multi-pick, so I will find out very soon which one is better. So, we'll find out. But I don't like to use the word better. Everybody has a taste and a flavor for what they want. No joking around. I love my Law Locks. I'm sorry, but I got to put those in here on this. I love my Law Locks. Why do I like my Law Locks so much? Because of these big-ass goofy hands. These hands need big pick handles. I just can't do. It's really difficult for me to do the small pick handles. Sure, it's great when you have Covert Instruments. They make fantastic tools. I love their tools as well. 301 high yield, but these damn little handles are really tough for me to deal with, and so I just can't use them as much as I would my Mokis. So there is that. So that's where we're at with that. All right, kids. Well, I am going to get out of here, but I wanted to just kind of do this quote-unquote unboxing, even though it's not an unboxing, and add to the old collection. And like I said, we'll see what happens when we get the multi-pick set in here. And then, on top of that, Moki just put out their, they just put out their jackknife. And so they've got their jackknife, and, that's one of these little bad boys. He's one of these little gadget guys. And so I just ordered up their jackknife. Their jackknife will be in before too long, but I have some other jackknives and whatnot. I'm not as big a fan of the jackknives. I'll be honest with you. They're kind of more hype, but I am very curious to see the Moki version of this jackknife and what that's going to be like. So totally stoked on that. Feel free to check out their website. I'll put a link on the bottom of the thing here. Outside of that, I am Uncle Snaff. I am going to get out of here. You guys have a great day. Enjoy and keep picking.